Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Denise Middleton here in the Weather Center with Raven Richard. And you know, it's been a pretty calm weekend until now. We've had some pop-up storms today. Raven, thank you. A deadly start to the weekend on the highways with at least 4 separate crashes in Garland and Hot Spring County, all over a 12-hour span yesterday, leading to 4 deaths. The first came on the dangerous stretch of Highway 70 near Lonsdale at 7 in the morning. A head-on crash killed 1 person and involved as many as 5 victims, according to the Lonsdale fire chief. Then around 2:30 on Mountain Pine Road, just north of Hot Springs, a person died in a motorcycle crash. State police confirmed the death, but have not yet released a report on this crash. Also, around 4 o'clock, a car hit and killed a person walking on the sidewalk on Central Avenue at the corner of Hobson Avenue. Police tell us the driver somehow lost consciousness and crossed the road, slamming into a motel, causing her car to flip. The victim, Michael Wicker of Hardy, was hit as the car careened off the building. The driver also went to the hospital. No word on her condition. Now, the 4th crash came on Interstate 30 last night. A family traveling through Arkansas wrecked near the Friendship exit. 1 member of the family has died. Police also tried to find the family's dog that ran off after the crash. It's a Doberman-Weimaraner mix named Halide. It is friendly and microchipped. The family is getting help from Friends from Hope, but if you see the dog, contact the Hot Spring County Sheriff. And a 5th deadly crash took the life of a Batesville man early Saturday. State police report Billy Varela died when his motorcycle missed a curve on Highway 25 in Independence County. Here in Little Rock, a police call for a burglary turns into a homicide investigation. This happened on West 11th Street. Officers got the call around 6:45 last night. They found the door to the house open. Inside, the body of a woman in her 60s.
Right now, we don't know the cause of death, but based on what we've seen, we are investigating this as a homicide. Number 12 of the year.
This afternoon, police found a Fiat reported stolen from the victim's address. The people in that car are being questioned by major case investigators. Elsewhere this weekend, signs of celebration and honor as we head into Memorial Day. One scene is at the Arkansas Fallen Heroes Memorial. The mobile tribute to the state's fallen military members is set up in Maumelle at Lake Willestein Park. Each flag and card represents an Arkansas service member who died in action since September of 2001. It'll be in Maumelle through tomorrow before moving on to the city of Green Forest in northwest Arkansas next month. And young people from across the city upholding a tradition at Mount Holly Cemetery in Little Rock. Dozens of kids helped plant flags this morning. They planted 474 flags for the veterans buried at Mount Holly, serving as far back as the Revolutionary War up through the Iraqi conflict. And still to come tonight, the latest on the 4-year-old boy who fell into a gorilla enclosure at the Cincinnati Zoo. We're learning more about what one of the apes did and why zookeepers had to kill him. Plus, Raven has her eye on the storms rolling through tonight. We are learning more about what happened after a 4-year-old boy fell into a gorilla enclosure at the Cincinnati Zoo. The child is out of the hospital. He was rushed there yesterday with serious injuries after zoo officials say he managed to crawl through an opening and then fell 10 feet into the habitat. He landed in a moat, and that's when a 17-year-old male gorilla grabbed him and pulled him to another part of the enclosure while dozens looked on in panic. The boy managed to get away after about 10 minutes, and zookeepers then euthanized the animal. They said they had no choice but to protect the boy's safety. And Houston police say 2 people are dead, including a suspected gunman after a shooting that prompted an entire neighborhood to shelter in place. 2 officers were also shot but are expected to be okay. One was hit in the chest but had protective gear on. The other was shot in the hand. This all started around 8:30 this morning. Police found 1 person dead at the scene and another person hurt. They spent the afternoon looking for a possible 3rd suspect. Well, neighbors helping neighbors. They say that's one way to keep crime down. Just ahead, see how one Central Arkansas community is getting local businesses in on the act by making them part of the neighborhood.